Hey everyone, welcome back to the Postie bike charity build for Make-A-Wish Foundation. This is going to be a couple of quick ones just to finish off the stripping of the bike, just so we can get back to the frame and start prepping it for paint. I'm going to be removing the handlebars, 4 10mm bolts here, just take them off, and that will just leave these clamps, the bottom half of the clamp on, and you can lift the handlebar off. All these wires, the indicators and switches and everything will normally go into the bucket. So if you've got the headlight bucket on, you need to disconnect all this stuff, pull it through. This didn't have the bucket or anything, so we can take it straight off. But normally, yeah, you would have to untangle all that, disconnect it all to free these. So for me, it's just a matter of these 4 bolts, and they'll lift straight off. I'm going to take the clamps off just because they clean up really well with a polish. They get really shiny and look brand new, so I'll take them off so I can polish them up properly. I'll probably polish a few bits. I might just put them on as a bit of a video so people can see that what's involved in polishing up aluminium to make it look nice and new. And also I want to spray this here, top of the clamps here, just to make that look all nice and new as well. So I'll take the handlebars off, I'll come back to you, and then we'll remove the headset, remove this section here, pull it out and all the bearings. I'll be taking, I think it's got the original bearings in it, instead of the roller bearings that you can buy now. I've replaced the other ones to roller bearings. They're really nice and smooth. This one actually feels really good for some reason. Everything else in the bike has been a bit rusty and stiff, but this feels fine. So I'll inspect them. If they're in good condition, I may just re-grease them and put them back as original. But we'll have a look at that when it gets off. I'll take this handlebars off and we'll get back. Okay, I've taken the handlebars off now. This is just flopped around. I was just going to take this last clamp off, just so if someone's at this stage and they want to put these clamps back on, they've got the nuts and washers and so forth and want to see how it goes. They can see how it all goes back together now. Underneath here is a 14mm nut and a large washer as well. And the clamp itself has a bit closer for you. A bit of light. So that just goes on the top, sits in, large washer, and 14mm nut on the bottom. Put that in there. Top of this clamp we have a large nut and washer, which I just dropped, but there was a washer there. And then this will come off. Now this leaves these clamps in the headset. There's a nut here with lugs on it. There is a tool that you can get to go over that to loosen it off. I don't have that tool. I've got a nice round punch that I just hit there, and this come off quite easily. If yours doesn't come off with a tap, you may want to go and get the proper tool, because you will just destroy the nut trying to get it off if it is seized up. It's a fine thread through here, so as long as it's clean, it does come off quite easily. I'm just taking this off now. Just be careful that ball bearings don't come flying out at me everywhere. That should be all in the case. This is when I pull apart things like this, I like to take note of how it all goes. This video is for me as much as it's for everyone else, so that I can see how things go when I come back to putting it all together. So I've lost one ball there. So there's the balls in there. There's this washer or this plate that goes on top. It's actually angled there. A fair bit of grease and stuff. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to pick up the ball that I lost, put it in a container, and pull it all out. Okay, so now I remember why I changed to roller bearings last time. I've lost about 10 bearings on the ground. So basically the balls are just sitting there. It would have been easier if I had this sitting upright rather than hanging from the ceiling as it is. I've just kept it together just so if someone is doing it and they want to keep the original bearings in and they just want to see how it fits in, that washer that you saw there with a chamfered top on it, come off and the bearings underneath there. There's a holder or a casing there for the balls to run around in, and that was all that was on the top. On the bottom, same sort of deal. I still hear those balls dropping. I don't know if you can see them in the camera. All the balls are just sitting stuck on one side there. They obviously roll around. They've all just jammed in there. This is the bit that the balls sit on, the grease. So that sits like that. It actually has that surface, I don't know if you can see it. Has that on one side, and this other side's the same, but thinner. So the longer side of that faces up towards the top of the bike. And then it has a rubber washer, and then another washer at the bottom, just so if someone's putting that back together, that's how it goes. That way, balls on top, and then into there. Hope that does help someone. There you go, the headset's off now. One step closer to getting ready for paint. Next we'll be taking off the shocks and the swing arm, removing them. Hope everyone's enjoying it and it's helping people, and obviously we're getting closer to getting this bike done. Still a very long way to go, but helping out and Make-A-Wish Foundation. Thanks for watching. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.